Welcome back to the Black Air Podcast. We've been gone for a minute, but we're back here with a special guest, Detroit native, comedian. And do we mention the adult filmography too?
You can if you want to. I don't care. People, that shit don't stagnate my flow. You can't use that.
Actually, that bring your rating a little higher for some people. So
hey, come on, man. I won an award. I'm the only motherfucker to ever star in a porno movie without fucking, and I won every award in porn. The movie won every award. It actually kept porn alive for 3 years.
Damn,
about 3 years after that shit kept porn alive. Motherfuckers even told me. It's like, motherfucker, you say porn for like 5 more years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah. People try to throw that shit up like I'm gonna be like ashamed. Man, get the fuck out of here. I'm Bill Cosby liked it.
Wow. I was gonna ask you too, did Bill Cosby see it?
Yeah, he did. My guy Louis Dix is like his protege. That's like his right hand man. And he came and told me one time. He was like, Doc liked that movie you did. I was like, wow, that validated it for me. After I heard Bill Cosby liked it, nobody can't say shit to me. I'm like, Bill liked it, motherfucker. Bill was like, we like the thing that you did.
Man. So for those who don't know,
fuck y'all.
Thomas Ward, welcome to the Black Air Podcast, man.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Man, it's been a while trying to get this interview together. I had some technical difficulties. We had some time issues, but finally we're here. What you got, of course, working on with the comedy being shut down due to COVID and not having really a venue to perform?
Man, this is tough. The only thing that's really kind of saving it for me is it was a time when I really wasn't performing regularly for a while, but I've been on stage constantly for the last 5 years, almost 7 days a week, opening up for the great Eddie Griffin. So this is like really psychologically fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? We just shut down. No concerts, no what do you call it? No buffets in Vegas. So, I can't work back orders of the governor.
Wow.
So I'm dealing with this shit. It's rough too, man. You used to going on stage all the time, and now you can't. You be like, damn, you feel lost.
Right, especially to be a person in Vegas that has open engagements every night, and then for that to just shut down. How big of a shock was that?
Man, at first it was kind of numbing and shit, because when you see the whole strip get shut down, that shit was spooky, man. It was like, it was dark, and you wonder, like, I figured by the end of July we'd be cool. So I was like, fuck it, we'd be cool by the end of July. The end of July then came and went, and ain't shit happened. I personally think we may have lost the year, man, in Vegas. I don't think entertainment is coming back this year.
Wow. And I visited Vegas once, one of my favorite places to go. Actually wanted to catch the Eddie Griffin show then, but I didn't get a chance to. But how was it working with Eddie Griffin?
It's great, man. I mean, the dude is brilliant. I'm not just talking about stand-up. I'm just talking about as a person. Great thinker. There's a lot of people, they confuse intelligence and smart. Smart is you can read everything in the motherfucker. Intelligence is you can read everything and take it all apart. That's what Eddie Griffin is. He's a thinker. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a higher intelligent level with somebody that knows how to think than with somebody that could just read a book and regurgitate everything that they read. Like I said, it's different working with somebody that's got a whole different talent level other than I'm just a stand-up comedian. So that's some different shit. I'm still learning from the dude, and I've been working for him for 5 years. We the same age. I be looking up to this dude like he's 20 years older than me. So yeah, man, it's the shit.
That's what's up. So how did you get your start in doing comedy? And being from Detroit, was it real competitive coming up, especially in the 90s, doing comedy here in Detroit?
So yeah, I started out Mandy's Lounge on the East Side, 1992. From there, moved to LA in like 93. But let me finish your question. It was competitive when I started out in 92 in Detroit, but it was cool. We was like cool competitive. We had a lot of camaraderie. Shout out to Kool-Aid, late Kool-Aid, passed away a couple years ago.
Shout out to Kool-Aid, yeah.
No doubt, man. That brother, we was like rivals, but we was good rivals. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like that was the era of like we were all starting out. Myself, Tony Roberts, Joe Blunt. I mean, a whole lot of cats. Spanky. You know, it was just like it was a family, but we were still competitive against each other. But we all wanted each other to do good. It wasn't a whole lot of hate going on at that time, but it was a different time in comedy. It wasn't no social media, so you really had to grind and hustle, to get your shit off. So it was cool, man. I enjoyed it, but I felt like I was growing really fast in Detroit, and I was like, I'm gonna go to LA and see how it works. And it was rough, but I don't regret it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because of all the relationships and everything that I made, and the way things have turned out. Like I said, I don't regret it at all. It may be some things I would do different if I could go back, but it's cool. You learn. You learn.
Right. I've interviewed a few comedians, and a lot of them had the chance to be alumni from Def Comedy Jam. When you started, of course, it was probably before Def Jam. Am I correct?
Actually, I think Def Jam had probably just started right before I started doing stand up.
Okay.
Maybe it had been on for maybe a year. I don't know if it was the first or the second season. I think it might have been the second season, but yeah, I actually wanted to do stand up before it ever was a Def Comedy Jam. So I was one of those comedians. I saw Def Comedy Jam and I wanted to be a comedian. I actually wanted to do it before that. I mean, I've been wanting to do stand up since I was like a kid.
Right.
So it was Def Comedy Jam. It inspired me. Like, oh, okay, it's a venue, it's an outlet for us and Comic View. But yeah, man, I wanted to do stand up long before it was ever Def Jam.
Did
But
you
big up.
did you ever think it would be as iconic as it is now, knowing that you had a chance to be on it?
Well, nobody knew it would be as iconic, so that's the good thing about it. It was the first time that a black club was able to go into white people's living rooms. So that's what made it so big because white people they could watch us, without being around us. So that was a bonus for them. But but man, it's gonna always be an honor. Hell, yesterday I got an $11 residual check from
Wow.
Def Jam. Yep, they showed it back in I think June. I looked at the date. They showed it 3 times in June. I don't know where, but they still showing it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, they still showing it.
So how was your experience? Like, do you remember exactly how it was when you showed up and got on, and then the eruption from the crowd afterwards?
Man, it was weird because Tupac had just got killed. And
Oh,
LA was sad than a motherfucker, man. It was sad as fuck out here. I mean, I honestly believe. I mean, I had a cool set and it was cool, but it was just a real somber mood over the city at that time because like literally Tupac had just died maybe a couple weeks earlier. And
mm,
he was a big part of the LA comedy scene. I remember once being in a comedy store and it was rowdy as hell. Fat Tuesday, Guy Tori's Fat Tuesday. It was rowdy as fuck. I get up on stage, I hear Tupac say, "Shut the fuck up. I like this nigga." And the whole crowd shut the fuck up. I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Thanks, Pac." And then I was like, "Thanks, dog." Shit. I was like,
that's
I couldn't have did that. God damn. So yeah. So yeah, man, it was just really sad, man. And even though, a lot of people, they did their thing and it didn't, it just I don't think it had the impact that I was looking forward to doing in New York. So I don't really think it had the impact the first time they did it in LA than it did because they did it again like a few years later. They did it
right.
in LA and it had a little bit more impact. But I honestly believe that was because LA was just in such a somber ass mood because Tupac had just got killed, man. It was weird.
And
Straight up.
yeah, they probably planned it right. They probably planned it before it happened, and
Right.
didn't expect it to be so somber at that moment.
Right.
But I think the iconic years was the New York years of
Yeah,
Def
yeah.
Comedy Jam. Yeah. So when you started thinking of doing comedy, who were your biggest influences?
Of course, Richard Pryor. Everybody's gonna always say Richard Pryor if you black. Red Fox. I love Red Fox. Red Fox to me is still, arguably with Bill and Richard Pryor, the greatest comedian, ever. And you got to start throwing some people from this era in that mix.
Right.
But yeah, man. Yeah, I checked out Red. I like Robin Williams a lot. You know what I'm saying? I watched a lot of white comedians. When I was growing up, I found quite a few white comedians, and it was cool because when I got to the comedy store, I met a lot of them dudes. Man, it was like wow. So and that was a different time too. I've been a member at the comedy store since like '97. My name been in the wall since 2000. And in those days, I think comedians we had a lot more respect for the comedians that came before us. Whereas now I think some of these cats, because of social media and a lot of other shit, it's like fuck it. I remember this one young cat, he didn't even know who Downtown Tony Brown was. He's like,
Oh,
Downtown
wow.
Tony Brown, who was that? I was like, damn, okay. I was like, all right, fuck it. You don't know who that is? All right.
That was
All
one
right.
of the first sets I saw on Def Jam. Actually, was that Tony Brown set.
Tony Brown was amazing. He just stayed in Detroit too damn long.
Right. Yeah.
Straight up.
He
Sometimes you stay at the party too long. Sometimes you gotta go. Motherfuckers thought I was crazy as hell when I left Detroit. They thought I was a failure because came out here and I didn't blow up. I was like, you motherfuckers don't understand. I don't give a fuck how funny you are. You just ain't gonna walk on stage out here. Somebody gonna give you a deal because you funny. Motherfuckers had it twisted. They thought I was a failure. That nigga went out to LA, he ain't blow up. And all them niggas came out here and tried to do what I did, and they all back in Detroit.
Right.
Straight up. This ain't no joke out here. You
gotta know Ice Cube personally to get to break like that.
Hey, probably, maybe. I ain't never met Ice Cube, but I don't really look to meet somebody to get my thing on. That's one of the reasons why I went to film school, because I was sick of going to people trying to get shit off, and it was always weird shit, and I'm not gonna do no weird shit, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. I'm good. I'll bet on myself. Like I say, that's why I went to film school, and one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Straight up.
So,
as a matter of fact, go ahead. I'm sorry.
How long did you go to film school for?
From 2010 to 2013. I actually could have finished in 2012, the 2 years that you do it, but I took kind of a year. I just took regular egghead classes because I wasn't sure if I wanted to get a finish at LACC or go to a 4-year school. And LACC is one of the best film schools in the country. Don't get it twisted because it's LA City College. That's one of the best film schools in the country. I'll put my shit up against anybody from USC, LA Film, anywhere. New York Film. I'll put my shit up against anybody, for real. LACC is no joke. LA City College Cinema, please.
That's what's up. So, as far as the landscape, as far as comedy, as after the Def Jam appearance, what changed for you?
Well, eventually everybody moved out here from Detroit, or kind of my crew, Joe Blunt, Spanky Hayes, Howie Bell, and we started The Other Level, which was my 4-man sketch comedy group that we had a television deal with Will Smith's Overbrook Entertainment. We was also touring on the road with Jamie Foxx at the time. And then, we did a syndicated show, Motown Live, and we was promised, like they always do in Hollywood, if y'all do good on this show, we're going to give y'all your own show. Well, we did good on that show, but we still didn't get a damn show.
Yeah.
So they'll tell you some shit, and it'd be some bullshit. And then they told us that sketch comedy was dead. And the next thing we know, Wild 'N Out is on. And then Dave Chappelle. So, no disrespect to none of them, but I honestly feel like that if The Other Level, they would have gave us our show, you would have never seen those 2 TV shows, straight up.
Right.
It was like that. And if you really look at Wild 'N Out and you look at our old stuff, basically Wild 'N Out is us with just way more people and a DJ.
Yeah, what's crazy about people saying that sketch comedy was dead, everybody knew about Saturday Night Live, but a lot of people in our community didn't watch it, to the point where when Mad TV came out, it was like 3 black people on Mad TV. So just because it was more black people there, it was considered like a more urban sketch comedy show. And of course, Wild 'N Out, the Chappelle show, showed that black people still want to see sketch comedy, but I would have loved to see. I know I love Joe Blunt, I love Spanky Hayes and Howie Bell. I mean, with you, that would have been crazy.
Well, your Uncle Marcellus can always make shit happen, and we're about to do that on Comedy World Network, bringing back The Other Level. We putting the band back together.
That's what's up.
We first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put out our records. We're gonna put out we're gonna put out an Other Level record with all of our old hits and some new ones, and then from there we're gonna shoot a special, and then from there probably a television show which will be aired exclusively on Comedy World Network and probably another major network, because we got ways to do our distribution where we can show on MTV, and the next day we can show it on Comedy World Network.
Oh, that's
So yeah, we putting the band back together.
Now, will it just be you four, or will you have like other on stage acts that is going to join you all?
Well, since this is, a new era, we in the Instagram era, social media that we didn't have before. We might do a little revamping, but it won't be much. We still gonna stay with the integrity of the other level, how fast it was, but we're gonna have to really have a really good marketing scheme because people are gonna be like, oh, they trying to be like Wildin' Out. Look, they even got Spanky in the group. Motherfuckers ain't gonna know we was before Wildin' Out, straight
Right.
up.
I
So
remember seeing some of you guys before Wildin' Out, before Nick Cannon was even out. I seen you guys.
yeah, Nick used to follow us around. We'd be at a club, Nick could be there watching us. I mean, Spanky actually trained Nick Cannon on doing stand up. That
Wow.
was like why Spanky was on the show because Spanky was like Nick's coach. And a lot of fucking good that did. Did you see them motherfucking specials? God damn, them motherfuckers were terrible.
I seen one of them. I forgot which one it was. I seen one of them and I sat through it, but it wasn't as funny as it should have been. Like it was kind of like an entertainment show and not a comedy show.
Like I said, yeah, stick to producing, Nick.
The podcast is all right.
Yeah, and you better be careful with that because where they did him over them comments he made with Professor Griff. Oh boy, he need to calm down on that too. He better
Was it not?
don't do no heavy lifting.
I don't even think he should have apologized because now Vlad didn't apologize for the comments he made about Minister Farrakhan. You
And
heard?
he not gonna apologize. And yeah, Nick shouldn't apologize. But what he did was he messed up because me, as a practicing Hebrew Israelite, I would have lit that motherfucking rabbi up. When I got through with that rabbi, he either would have quit or would have had Mathai kill me. Trust me on this shit.
Right.
I wish Nick would have called me before he talked to that damn rabbi. I'd have been like, say this right here. That motherfucker will walk out of there. Trust me. Let a rabbi come and talk that shit to me. I'd be like, okay, well, here's the truth right here. So yeah, man. All I gotta say, I respect Nick. I know he just graduated with a degree in criminal justice from Howard.
Right.
But I hope he don't go into being no lawyer because if that's the way he defend himself, I wouldn't want that nigga defending me.
Who want a nice lawyer? I heard that somewhere. Who want a nice lawyer?
Hey, shit, I just want an informed lawyer. I want a lawyer that's gonna go in with the information that's gonna take us to win the battle.
Right.
Don't go in with no half-ass shit and you don't know what you're talking about. And my ass get locked up for 40 years because something you didn't know. So yeah, but yeah, man. But respect to Nick and and everybody that does their thing. But I'm different. I say names. I say shit.
Oh, for real. Like one of the reasons why I follow you is not just because you're a comedian. I love comedians. You're from Detroit, but you speak the truth, and your platform reflects it as well. I like your political views. We just had the debates. Did you get a chance to watch the debates?
Yeah, I watched that madness.
Look like kids arguing, right?
But the thing about it was that the Democrats, they just so pussy. They never really hit the Republicans with the shit that they do. I mean, he never once mentioned that Donald Trump dismantled the damn the pandemic office. He never once mentioned that. He was supposed to beat him over the head with that one. Every time he said something, you dismantled the damn pandemic office. Fuck you.
Right. And I heard a lot of
people got it.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say it could have been prevented, or even if it would have still hit the U.S., it wouldn't have been as big if he didn't shut down those offices. And he didn't even touch on the fact that that was done. And he knew how bad the pandemic was.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the dude is crazy. I mean, he don't give a shit about nobody but himself. And these Republicans, they need to be voted out because they didn't co-sign everything this dude did. I mean, it's amazing. People, they disrespect Donald Trump. But I think it's amazing that this dude has like a power over the people that follow him. I've never seen a president with a following like this. I mean, you could talk shit about George Bush. You could talk shit about any president. But you say something about this motherfucker, man, people have gotten up and walked out of our show because Eddie be roasting this motherfucker so hard. And we don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck do you think you was going to hear? You know what I'm saying? So I've never seen a president with a cult following. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want about any other president. You say something about this motherfucker, people be, you can be like, God damn, he's just a fucking president.
I mean, yeah, even when people said something about Obama, we stayed and listened to the joke.
Yeah. But you can't say nothing about this motherfucker.
Yeah.
He is everything that people say that a president is not supposed to be. They just overlook the shit. Oh, he cheated on his wife with a porn star while she was pregnant. Oh, that's okay. For real? Damn. Okay. I guess. So, yeah. I mean, this motherfucker has totally destroyed the office of president. I mean, for real. We damn near got to motherfucking elect Jesus to bring this shit back to where it should have been. God damn, this nigga is totally fucking up this office, you know, and the world, we the laughing stock. We the laughing stock of the world right now, period.
I've actually heard somebody say, well, the president don't have that much power, so it's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, now it's not that big of a deal. When if Obama did all this stuff, it would be World War III.
Lynched his ass. Lynched Obama if he did this shit. They'd have lynched him, man. Come on, man. Get out of here. People, but like I said, it's hypocrisy. It's a double standard that's always and always will be in this country. So, you know, you just got to make a way to live through this shit. Straight up.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Along with the relationship with Eddie Griffin, who are some of the other people that you haven't worked with that you would want to work with?
Wow.
Not just comedy. That's why I just said any other people. Anybody like they do a music and then you open up with comedy, or you do comedy and they close with music.
Well, I don't really think about that a lot because pretty much outside of Eddie Griffin, anybody else I work with, I'm gonna try to cut their fucking head off on stage.
Right.
And people don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't really even think about it. I think about if I do work with a certain person, I'm not gonna ease up on the gas. I'm gonna let their ass have it. So, you know, you don't get a lot of work like that because that's the advantage. I mean, that's the thing. I can't do that to Eddie because he got too many levels. So I don't have to worry about that. If I was out on the road with somebody else, I would have to worry about not being too funny. And I can't do that. I'll refuse to do that.
Have you had that experience before?
But that, oh yeah, definitely. I've definitely had that experience before. I'm not gonna name no names, but yeah, I've been let go off the show because I was too funny, or you know, the headliner was like, "Hey man, you know, you gotta cut your time down. You can't do this joke. You can't do that joke." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, man, it's making it too hard for me to follow you." I'm like, "All right, cool, all right, whatever." So, I mean, that happens. You really cannot be funnier than the headliner, the person that you opening up for. Like I say, outside Eddie Griffin, probably most people who I would go up in front of, I cut their head off for real. Straight up. Don't believe me? Go to my IG channel. Look at my videos. I don't miss. I don't bomb.
That's what's up.
Eddie calls me the guarantee. I've been on that show 5 years. I do not bomb. I never was a bombing ass comic. But people don't know what the fuck is gonna come out my mouth. So they keep me off stage, especially in LA. Especially out here, they keep me off stage. I'd be like, wow. You mean tell me I open up every night in Vegas and I do every improv in the country and I still can't get on stage in LA? What kind of whole ass shit is that? But that's how it is in LA, for real. People will tell you no out here and won't even tell you why they telling you no. No.
They just say no. Wow.
They just say no. Nah, because I don't want you. Okay. All right, fuck it. So yeah. Another reason why I went to film school and started doing my own thing, because some of these people out here that run clubs and promoters, they fucking stupid. And they nobody. It's like a motherfucker just pop up with a spot at the Comedy Store on Thursday nights and start telling people what the fuck, like you're nobody. You're a fucking promoter. They got all of a sudden they got all this power and shit. It's like I always resented that shit. For real, comedians, we hold the power. But the way they divide and conquer you out here is that a group of comedians can go, well, fuck that. We ain't going on stage. We ain't working this club. There's so many comedians out here, they're gonna find 5 more motherfuckers to replace you.
Right.
So it's kind of hard sometimes to leverage yourself against bullshit out here.
It's kind of like rappers in New York.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of ways, it's a lot of parallels between stand-up and rap that I've always seen. You know, so yeah, that could be a good analogy. You know,
right.
People be bullshitting though. People out here, they'll bullshit you. I mean, if you're not in a clique or you're not smiling in their face all the time, and I can't do that shit. I mean, if we cool, I can smile and kick it with you all day. But I'm not just gonna go around walking around all goofy. People used to always be like, "Why don't you smile more?" I'm like, the fuck am I supposed to do? Walking around smiling? That's goofy. What kind of bullshit is that? That's weird. If I see somebody walking around, I'm be like, "This fuck is wrong? This nigga's weird." What is wrong with you smiling all the time for? What the fuck? You up to something?
Right.
So, but that's LA. That's Hollywood. They'll, you a heterosexual black male. They get all weird around you and shit.
Yeah, you gotta be soft for them to approach you.
Pretty much, straight up. So I never get approached.
That's
Never, and I don't expect to either. Straight up.
So you got some new work that's coming up, not only with the Next Level, but also with Eddie Griffin. You have a movie coming out.
Right. Got a small part in the upcoming movie, Bad President, starring Eddie Griffin. Eddie plays the devil. The shit is off the chain. Without giving away too much of the movie, it's about Donald Trump's first run as president and how the devil got involved. But this motherfucker Donald Trump is so evil, he made the devil go, damn, I didn't think about that. This nigga's out deviling the devil. It's crazy, but it's a fun movie. It's funny as hell. Eddie Griffin is his acting is underrated than a motherfucker. Like I said, I got one scene where I'm interviewing the president, and I was glad it made it into the movie. Sometimes you end up on the cutting room floor, so I was nervous. But I was like, I hope I make it into the movie.
Oh yeah,
I made it. So
I heard a lot of those stories. Somebody going to the premiere with a 3-piece suit and just wait for their role to pop up, and then the credits roll, and they like, damn, what happened?
Cut you out the whole movie. Didn't even fuck up the storyline. Cut your ass out the movie. They could cut your ass out the movie. Hell, Paul Rodriguez played Angelo Dundee in Ali, and most motherfuckers didn't know he was in that movie unless you watch the whole uncut version of it.
Wow.
Straight up, they will cut your ass out of the whole movie and won't even fuck up the storyline.
Like my uncle had a part in 5 Heartbeats. This is the funniest story in my family. You remember the part where Eddie Kane came from the Apollo after they won the amateur night, and he walking down the street and he saw his father?
Right.
My uncle was in that scene. He was at the card table, and he the only one that had a line. He said, "How you doing?" So we always just see Uncle Larry, like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Larry. But this is what's crazy. Eddie Griffin was in 5 Heartbeats.
Wow.
He got he got cut out. He would play the ventriloquist with this little evil ass dummy and shit he had. I can't remember the whole storyline, but he said the exact same thing. He said he went to the premiere, had his family with him, watched the whole movie, and was nowhere in that motherfucker. Said he was sick. I don't blame him.
Damn.
That's crazy. So yeah, they'll
cut you right out. Yeah.
Real.
Well,
that's Hollywood though. That's it.
Again,
you gotta take the good with the bad out here, man. For real. You can't even take it personal. What's that?
Yeah, again, it's it's a lot of people who get a chance to be in movies, but then they get a part, they read for it, and they don't like it. Have you ever gotten something like that reach you and you like, nah, I can't do it?
Oh yeah. I remember one time I went to this audition at Warner Brothers at 8:00 at night, which already was a red flag, and there was these 3 Jewish dudes sitting on the couch with their shirts unbuttoned. And one of the motherfuckers asked me if I'd be willing to dye my hair. And I was like, hell no. And needless to say, I was never invited back to Warner Brothers again for audition.
Damn.
I'm like, why do these dudes got their goddamn shirts open? And why do they keep telling me how sexy my voice is? Oh, you have a very sexy voice. I'm like, first time, you're like, okay. Second time, oh, you really have a sexy voice. It's like, all right, motherfucker, that's 2. The third time they said it, you have a very,
he froze up a little bit.
What the fuck? It takes it. If
I couldn't hear you, froze up after you said after the second time.
No, I ain't freeze up. I said fuck this.
No. I'm saying.
After 2.
Yeah.
No, second time, and then third time when they said you have a sexy voice, I was like, fuck this. I started reading that script bad on purpose. The head of Warner Brothers casting at the time was Barbara Miller. Before I walked in there, she was loving me. She was telling me how wonderful I was because she could see me perform at the Laugh Factory. Man, when I was left out there office, I could tell she wanted to kick me. But I'm sitting up there like, why is these 3 dudes up here with their shirts open and keep telling me I got a sexy voice? And it's 8:00 at night. Who the fuck auditioned for something at 8:00 at night? I'm like, this is some bullshit right here.
Right.
And I ain't with it. Yeah, man, I didn't want it. I didn't want it that bad.
Yeah,
still don't.
Yeah, it's integrity, man. It means a lot. A lot of people don't know how to just say no at the right time. They just do
Yeah,
whatever.
the power of no, man.
Yeah,
That's the power of no. That's another lesson I've learned from Griffin University. The power of no. Sometimes you'll get more and more respect if you say no some damn time. You
right.
can't always say yeah to shit. No, yeah. I do it. I do it. I do it. I do it. No, motherfucker. Sometimes learn how to say no. Seriously, power of no is a motherfucker too.
Right. So it's been great interviewing you. Very insightful. When the next time you gonna be in the D?
Man, when it ain't cold, it's about to be cold in that motherfucker. I always get trapped in Detroit or end up in Detroit when it's cold.
Okay. Well, the
So
last
last time
time
I
you been in the D?
was when I opened for Eddie Griffin at the Motown, what is it, Motor City Casino. But
Mm-hmm.
before that, the last time I was in the D was when we shot Once Upon a Time in Detroit, starring Joe Blunt and Rodney Perry. I know you say you're gonna have Rodney on the show later on.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's my dog. Rodney Perry, I nicknamed him Unbreakable, like Bruce Willis from that movie Unbreakable, because this dude done survived the stroke, the COVID, and I shot the nigga in the movie. I don't even think he did. I don't even think he did. I shot that nigga in that movie. He might still be alive.
Right.
I told him, Rodney, I shot you in that movie, nigga. You might still be alive in that. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't get there often, but I need to start coming back more because I want to do more projects in Detroit. It was real fun shooting Once Upon a Time in Detroit. Get out, still a good movie.
Right.
But yeah, man. I miss coming to Detroit, but the only time we really get any time off is like around the holidays. And like I said, I don't like coming in the winter. It's just too damn cold. After 3 days, you'd be like, fuck this, I'm ready to leave. I'm trying to avoid the bars on the neighbors' windows and shit. Like, you're like, where this nigga live at? There's bars all over the motherfucker. I live in Watts, damn it. Right, good old Watts. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid, look at that bars on the window right. I'm like, shit, I'm trying to get a cool background. Yeah, every time I turn somewhere, like, damn, bars.
Yeah, well, you're right outside.
Yeah, man, Stanley House
on Friday. Like right outside Stanley House on Friday.
Oh no, dude, for real though, this street I live on, right down the street, Minister Society on the street.
Oh wow.
My girl's alley in the back. If I go back there right now, I can show the scene where the dude was like, I'll suck your dick is right here. I'm about to show you right quick. I'm about to go in my backyard and show you. This is where they shot the scene where the dude was like, I'll suck your dick, who happened to be from Detroit, my boy Dwayne Barnes. But this is where they shot this at. This is the alley. This is the alley where they shot Minister Society at. Right there. Remember that right there?
Yeah.
It's a little raggedy now. But that's where they shot Minister. And then right down the street on the corner house is the house where Kane lived in.
Damn.
Straight up. I live on the street where they shot Minister Society. For real.
Yeah, when I used to do radio, I used to always pass the apartment where Martin was supposed to live.
Uh-huh.
So I used to always take a picture. And then one day when I was doing my interview, a dude tried to rob me. So I ran all the way down Jefferson. I ran in that apartment building and they had the double doors. My man was at the doorman. He wouldn't let me in the second door. Like, no. I'm like, man, fuck this apartment.
Yeah. Martin who? Martin Luther King?
No, Martin Lawrence. Martin.
Oh, on the show Martin. No,
yeah, Martin. Yeah, the show Martin. That apartment right on Jefferson.
Yeah, River Place. Damn, what was you ever getting robbed over there?
I was coming from my interview and I had a briefcase. And I guess my man thought I had something in the briefcase. Dude pulled a knife on me. And I just pushed him and ran. Right into the building, ran into the first door, tried to open the second door. Doorman was like, nope, can't get in.
Damn, that's crazy. Like, somebody trying to rob me, motherfucker. They don't get fucked. Don't come in here, nigga.
He like, fuck that.
Some shit. Yeah, Detroit niggas will rob your ass.
Hell yeah.
Straight up. That's another reason why I want to live there. Motherfuckers always trying to rob you and shit. Like, god damn, can I have something?
Yeah, if I got $4 and you got $2, you trying to get that other $4.
Man, come on. Real, just because you got this shit already.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers kill your shit over some shit that be played out in 2 years.
Right.
I remember niggas was killing niggas over spinners. They don't even make them motherfuckers no more.
Or snatching cardies.
Snatching cardies.
Yeah.
Syracuse lost the championship a couple years ago because the nigga from Detroit got killed over some Cartiers and shit. He would have been on the team, would have fuck around and helped them win. Some stupid motherfucker in Detroit shoot the nigga over some glasses. I hope your ass and your kids go blind forever. Like
That's
that's some vicious, evil shit.
right,
Over a fucking pair of anything material. You gonna
right.
take somebody's life for something material? That's that bullshit.
Yeah. I hope they just I hope they just wake up and realize it's just hurting the whole community as opposed to just hurting that family too. It hurts the family, but it hurts the community when you see you can't even walk down the street with something that you earn yourself because you afraid somebody else gonna take it if somebody's gonna try to take your life for it.
Right, exactly. I mean, you go out and work. You know, like me, I'm a road comedian. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I'd be like somebody's gonna break in my house while I'm gone. Like for real. I
Right.
mean, that's just motherfuckers' mentality. You got it. I'm gonna take it. It's like, damn. You know, in Israel, we have a term for those people. We call them black ashy devils. Like people talk about the white man as the devil. There's a lot of fucking black devils too. Don't just put that shit on the white man. It's a bunch of niggas as devils, straight up.
Right.
A bunch of black ass devils too. Don't just blame that shit on white people.
I don't
You
even know
niggas
if you
are
heard
devils
the
too.
story because you in Cali, but it's the recently story. Um, they found a 6-year-old boy.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that bullshit.
Yeah, and
Whoever
I'm like,
whoever did
man,
that shit,
they
I
need
hope
to
they kill
march.
that motherfucker.
Exactly, yeah. Because I'm like, they need to march for that because that's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, where the fuck is Black Lives Matter when innocent people in the hood get killed? I mean, my thing is, look, okay, if you in a gang and you gang bang, or you out robbing and stealing, somebody kill your ass, or police kill your ass, that's par for the course. Because you was out doing some shit you ain't had no business doing in the first place. But when somebody innocent get killed by these gang niggas and get robbed and killed by these motherfuckers that ain't gonna do shit with their life, yeah, that's the bullshit right there.
Right,
That's them is the devils. Them is the motherfuckers that make me say sometimes you need the fucking death penalty
right.
in Michigan straight up. There should be some cases where they give your ass a fucking death penalty.
Yeah,
Shit like that. That yeah, you got to fry a motherfucker.
yeah. I had
Motherfucker.
two homeboys that got killed in the middle of the pandemic.
Wow, it wasn't a Coney Island shooting, was it?
Nah, that was people who I knew who knew them before that. It was two guys on the porch. Guy just walked up and shot them both.
No reason.
No reason. Yeah.
Devil, black ashy devil, straight up. Straight wickedness. This wickedness has got to be purged from our community. We not gonna be able to go forward unless we got to get these niggas out of here. That's killing people for no fucking reason. They
Right.
worse than racist white people to me. White, I mean, seriously, over my life, white people have really never done shit to me, out, out, outright or outwardly racist. Like even in comedy, I was telling somebody the other day, everybody that's ever helped me in comedy outside of Bob Sumner and Eddie Griffin has been white.
Mm.
Straight up. Bob Sumner put me on Def Jam. Eddie Griffin has always helped me over my career. But other than them two, everybody that's helped me was white. And everybody that started to try to stop me was black. From Michael Williams at the Comedy Store to all these different goofy ass motherfuckers that's got a spot at the Comedy Store and think that they got some real power out here. For
Mm.
real. Yep.
Yeah. That's crazy. But I'm gonna look for, of course, all the stuff that you got coming up. Of course, the project with the next level. I said it right. Next level, right?
Other level.
Other level. I
Other
knew I messed up. I had to get it right. Other level. Bad President, of course. Where can we find all those projects again?
Well, Bad President will be out on video on demand on the 12th of October, which is in a couple weeks. Um, and also, don't forget about my television network, Comedy World Network, on Tiki Live. Any smart device, your phone or your TV, if you got Roku or Apple Box, you can upload the app on your phone, Tiki Live, Tiki Live, and go to Comedy World Network. Uh, we'll be launching our Comedy World Network Blue channel, which will be uncensored channel, specials, comedy, all kinds of stuff. And we just launched Comedy World Network Records. I'm about to sign my first artist. I'm not gonna say his name, but his initials rhyme with FL. You've had him on your show already. I'm not gonna say his name because we ain't signed the paperwork yet. But I'm sure that once people start signing with our record company, somebody else is gonna start a comedy record company. But we are first. Comedy World Network Records. I am the A&R. I am the vice president of the television network. We're gonna be doing big ass things. The other level is back. And yeah, fuck with us, man. Fuck with us, Detroit.
Yeah, I had FL on another podcast, but I'm gonna bring him on this podcast, and I'm gonna do an exclusive interview with him. I'm pretty sure I'm cool with the big homie, so I'm gonna hit him up. He actually sent me a shout out as well. So, and definitely, yeah, definitely.
That's this is what you call California living right here.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at here. Look at that. I got a weed beard, nigga. You know about a weed beard in this motherfucker. Look at that.
That's what's
up.
I gotta come down to LA because I never been to LA. The furthest west I've been was Vegas.
Okay, yeah, you gotta come out here. It's crazy because there's people out in Vegas that have never been to LA, and I'm like, it's only 4 hours away. It's like somebody from Detroit saying I never been to Chicago. It's only 4 hours away.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was in Chicago between 96 and 98, so I know my pop's car got egged because of the Pistons.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
boy, that's Chicago.
It rained, and my brother had a Pistons hat in the back of my father's car. So we go into Six Flags.